What's up, Carl Ruth? Well, you know what? If I can give off that chill type of vibe, I'm happy. My parents actually do live up in the mountains where I'm from originally, but I've never smoked weed and I've never meditated. I've been in a sauna though, so I guess we're 2 for 4, Kappa. But that's what I want to do with my channel, Smoker and Chat, is, you know, OOT is a staple, but diversify when I can, just because it'll be healthier later on. Oh, okay. So, this one's gonna be a little bit different, NK, because I'm only doing the child dungeons of this game. So it's not going to be a complete run, but still a fair bit. And the reason I'm only doing the 3 child dungeons is because I want to do a full glitchless run of this game again, like I've done like glitchless runs before, but I haven't done it in a while, and this is just like good prep. And I'm also running on a rom-hack that skips like cutscenes and has fast text and whatnot. And so yeah, if you have any questions, NK, just feel free to ask, man. Yeah, I mean, it's not the only strategy, Mortal Wombat. I guess just from my experience, I saw a lot of success sticking to something consistent. And then kind of building from there, but, you know, some people can pull it off just by branching out from the get-go, and whatnot. But I've seen more success from people streaming something consistent and then slowly branching out as time went on. But like you said, people can make anything work these days. Yo, what's up, Fawcett? How you going, mate? Cool, okay, now we're inside Deku Tree. Oop, nuts. Unfortunately, in Glitchless, we can't skip this text, which kind of sucks, but it's not a big deal. Like, we can't pull an item to skip that text. Not a humongous deal, but, you know, damn it, come on, I am not Skulltuller Whisperer today. That last attempt we had before I got caught by guards was really, really good for Skulltuller Whispering. Shit, that was close. Ooh. That's better. Sweet. Okay, so apart from getting a little bit debated with skulls on the wall, this is not going too bad so far. Seems like everyone's just playing boot now. It has become a bit like that, Smoker. If they ever make like a proxy leaderboard for boot, Smoker, that's it. Game, set, match for me. I don't think I'll ever go back to vanilla. It's just way more optimal for my time. Fair enough, Kyle. I reckon it will, Smoker. Like, for official races and marathons and stuff, yeah, I can see vanilla OOT still being something used because everyone's familiar with it. But in terms of, like, you know, inner community races and stuff like that, I can see boot being, like, a staple. I have, Blinken. It's actually really sick. It's amazing what they've done with the Unreal Engine and OOT. Boot boards are being planned. Awesome sauce. If that's the case, Smoker, then done. That's actually it for me with vanilla, unless it's for like a convention. Oh, fair enough, fair. That makes sense, that makes sense. It's just way more time efficient for me, Smoker. Like, I don't get to stream as much as I used to, and the amount of time I stream when I do isn't as much either, so it only makes sense that I use a version of the game that's efficient for me like that. Fair enough, fair. Thanks, mate. I'll keep that in mind. Could you imagine if they did better Smoker? Just have to cut out first cycle and you're done. Oh, fair enough, fair. That makes sense, that makes sense. I do remember passing an update idea onto Fig, because the current all dungeons run that I do on VC, you can't actually finish on boot. Because warp songs don't set cutscene values, which sucks because I need to use hammer on B for Vivagia. It's gonna be pretty confusing for new runners as well, Smoker, like when they come into the community and be like, oh, so what do I use to run? Oh, if you want to get started, go through all these steps. Or you can just run on vanilla, it's up to you. I'm sure we'll still point newcomers in the vanilla route, but we'll just let them know that there's an option of using this rom-hack if you wish. I do remember someone in the Discord saying that was a concern of theirs, that if boot started to get a little bit more quote-unquote legitimate, then it would confuse newcomers. But I think it's just a matter of making sure there's good documentation on it, and then that way it eliminates confusion. Like writing software, for example, like our clients have a much easier time using what we wrote for them if we give them documentation. Or rather, documentation that makes sense. Because you can write documentation and have it be completely arse. We'll just have to see what happens, Smoker. I'm sure we'll manage it. Heck, if we can get past like this ESS adapter business, then I'm sure we can get through the whole, well, some people are running this particular version of the game business as well. You know how, one time I joked, Smoker, that, you know, like, you know, with a link to the past, Rando and, like, RTA are, like, two separate communities. And then we were discussing about, like, how whether, like, it would do the same for OOT. Like, if OOT Rando would be, like, the thing to split it. I don't think it's gonna be Rando. I think it's gonna be Boot. Kappa. Yo, what's up, Fox? How you going, man? Exactly, Smoker. It shouldn't stop them. We can just say, like, hey, there's this option if you'd want to use it, but you don't have to if you don't want to, or if you prefer vanilla because it's OG, then go ahead. As in without glitches, or just in general, like when I was doing vanilla speedruns, NK. That's pretty solid, Era. Well done. For not playing for 2.5 years. That's really, really good. In general, I remember I played through it casually like about 5 or 6 times when I was younger, NK. And I'm gonna risk it. Speedrunning, I've been speedrunning Ocarina of Time for about 4 years now. So, yeah, a fair while, hey. Oh dear, this is not good. Shit. I can risk going past him, but I'm not going to, hey. Every time I've tried to side hop past him when he is, like, right at the corner there, it's only worked, like, once or twice ever. We're still saving time here, though. Once I enter this cutscene, I get Zelda's ladder. We're still saving time. So there's still much better movement I can do there if I took some risks. That was the motivation for me, NK. Like, it's my favorite game of all time, and I played it so much when I was younger. Then when I kind of got into speedrunning, this was like one of the first games I watched, and I was like, well, it only makes sense. Are you running glitchless child dungeons like me, Eru, or are you just running stock child dungeons, like with glitches? Oh my goodness. Fear the Beard, mate! Thank you so much for the host! And the raid. Welcome everyone from Fear the Beard stream. I am MikamiHero. And today we are doing some glitchless child dungeons Ocarina of Time speedruns. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh no, fair enough, Arrow. If anything, you know, glitchless is really, really good to get into as a speedrun for any game, especially OOT, because it really focuses on like the basics, like your movement and things like that. That if you were to get really good at glitchless, and you decide one day, hey, I want to try a glitched category, you'll actually be very beneficial for you because your movement is already like super solid, and once you learn the route and the glitches, you're just gonna nail it. I always tell people that having good movement means that you're able to make more mistakes and still get a decent time. Ooh. Right, well, in that case, I'd say give it a go, NK. I would suggest maybe starting with an old any % route. It's only about 20 to 30 minutes when you're just beginning. And even though the tutorial is like 4 years old, it's still a really good route to start with. And it's by a guy called Michael Radar on YouTube. I still recommend people to that, even after all these years with like so many different like changes. But yeah, how's your stream, Fian? What's up, Cormanus? How you going? Oh, you mean getting the rupees for Deku Shield? Oh, really? I was hoping he'd stay in the corner. That's okay. I've done a few speedruns of OOT 3D NK. But, it's super different to Ocarina of Time 64. It's actually a fair bit harder in my opinion as well. Take your time with it, Arrow. If there's anything I've learned is that with speedrunning, it's consistency over time that makes a huge difference. Oh, nice. How was it? The new DLC. Cool. I actually don't know what's faster here. Like, I know if you're on low HP, but I don't know if it's faster like to backwards traverse or go through Lost Woods and then come through again. Because I did the backwards traverse last run and it didn't seem that much faster than just exiting from here and coming around again like this. Or it could be equal. I'll have to look into it or ask someone Someone who's actually been bothered to time this sort of stuff. Nah, fair enough, Arrow. Speedrunning is a fairly big commitment, so I completely understand that sentiment. I remember when I was in grad school, I had a fair bit of flexibility, so I would stream and speedrun so much, but, you know, now that I'm working full-time, like you, it makes it a little bit tricky. Right, fair enough, NK. Well, I did my very first few runs on emulator, and there are certain emulator builds that we do allow in the community if you want to submit like your time and things like that. So that's an option if you can't get your N64. Picked up a heart on the way down. Oh, really, NK? That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yo, Fear, holy shit. Thank you so much for the 13 months, man. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks, mate. Nah, fair enough, Mortal Wombat. Like, I use a GameCube controller. When I did my first speed run, I used, a USB N64 controller that I got off eBay for like $10. And then after that, I did a few more runs with it. And then I switched to using a GameCube controller. Because I was like, I'll soft mod my Wii and do some runs on here. And that's why I guess I've been a V champion. Kappa. But thank you so much, Fear the Beard. Happy 13 months, man. Thank you for your support, as always. Did you go to GDQ, Fear? Ah, yeah, I've got a gold MM, but it's PAL, so it's useless. Ah, good old DC. I forgot to split it into DC again, didn't I? It's alright. Hmm? What? Thanks, Navi. Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do either, but not a big deal. Yo, what's happening, Jesse? How you going, mate? But like I said, NK, you can use emulator if you don't have console. Project 64, 1.6, and 1.7 are allowed builds, emulator builds that we allow for speedrunning Ocarina of Time. I know, how good is it, Jesse, not having a day that's like, you know, hashtag Australia heat. Alright, so what I'll do here is equip this and this. Alright, I screwed this up in the last attempt, so let's hope not this time. There we go. Yeah, it's summer where we are at the moment, Mortal Wombat. Where I live in West Sydney, we hit like 43 degrees C yesterday. It was disgusting. It's been like, we've had like 3 days of like 40 degrees C. I don't know what that is in freedom units. I'd say about 100. Or a bit more than 100. Oops. I walked a little bit too far over for that bomb toss. Oops, walked a little bit too far over again. This bomb toss is pretty trolly sometimes. I should practice it a little bit. There we go. Still not quite sure how it works, but... Damn, 6. And Adelaide. That's awesome. Oh shit, did the double hop? I do this extra equip here only because these flame skips are scary. Oh yeah, NK? Nice. I hate those flame skips, but we gotta do them. In 100% glitchless we don't, because we've got slingshot kappa. How the hell did I save 7 seconds there? Because I missed that bomb toss like a couple of times. Well, welcome to glitchless, guys. Where there's always something you can work on. There's always something you can work on. That's crazy, Mortal Wombat. Minus 21C. Holy shit. That's cold, man. Oops. There's a really, really cool jump slash strat that you can do here to get on this block really quickly, but I can't remember how to do it. I'll need to watch like another runner at some point and figure it out. Oops. I know, same with me, NK. Like, I'll always love OOT. Oops. Seriously? Oh, really, Mortal? That's gonna suck, dude. We actually got 2 side hops in there. Damn. It's not a big deal if you don't. It's just a little bit faster to get those side hops in. Just gets you a little bit closer to the door as the animation plays. 41 Fahrenheit. That's gonna be like freeze. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting that camera angle. Okay, this DC is okay. It's not the worst, but not the best. Yo, what's up, Dark Messiah? How you going, man? I've done much better DCs, I'll tell you that, but I'll take this one for now. Actually, no, this DC's not bad. Sorry, I should say that. That last segment was a lot cleaner than what I did before. in like the PB that I just got like a couple of minutes, almost an hour ago, I suppose. Damn. Okay. You're a little sick? Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, Dark Messiah. Hopefully you get better soon, man. Sub 40 will be hard, Arrow, especially for my movement. It's not the cleanest. I reckon if someone like Danny or like one of those top 5 guys tried it, they could probably hit a sub 40 because their movement is like really optimized. But I'll see what I can do. Oops. I wasn't meant to backflip there, but sure. Had to sleep with the cats and a ton of blankets. Yeah, I could imagine. That sucks, mortal. Hopefully you could use each other to like stay warm. Danny got a 38. Holy crap. Exactly. Danny's movement is just like beast. Like, I guess he is like the glitchless man for a reason. He goes for some really, really risky things in glitchless, and props to him, you know. He focused on glitchless from like the very beginning, so makes sense that like he's like really, really good at it. I wish my movement was as optimized as Danny's was. Like, even with practice, I don't think I could reach that level, because it is just another level beyond, like, any other player. But you know what? I'll do what I can. Well, I guess for starters, like, he doesn't do, like, pussy strats like I do. Like, I buy Hylian Shield early and things like that. But I think buying Hylian Shield early only costs like 8 seconds overall or something like that, so... You know, if it means I'm gonna get like more runs done because my shield doesn't burn, I'll take it. Oops, that was bad. Yo, what's up, Cactus? Thanks for the good luck, man. Hope you're doing well. Nice. I need to watch Danny's glitchless run sometime and learn from it, because I do need to learn the adult section of glitchless, and hopefully we can get some runs happening like real soon. One of the problems with how I speedrun is I do take things like way too safe at times. But I guess playing it safe does have its benefits in some sense, is that I guess consistency is not a problem for me at times because I do take things pretty safe. I mean, I still have moments where I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I fucked that up, but... Like, people have commented that, like, my consistency is something that they're like, okay, you know, Mika may not be the fastest guy around, but he's got really, really, like, consistent strats. Because the way I think about it is, you know, I want to just do something that I can almost guarantee that I'll never, ever, ever fail. You can't guarantee, like, complete certainty, but near certainty. Oops. And that's, I guess, my mentality towards speedrunning. But I probably should start taking a few more risks with certain strats and categories. Where the fish? Where the fish? Ran too far. That's a lot of chaos for under one blanket. The B1 jump to work. You mean the one that I did in Deku Tree? If you look up Sundari's B1 skip, that's the one that we all do. And I think in his tutorial he explains like which frame rather works for that trick. Because I pause buff for it. It is pretty position precise as well, so that could be the issue why you're not getting it. Damn it. Okay. Wah. Give us one wah. Alright, we got one wah. One wah for good measure, and 2 wahs for good luck. Are we getting the second wah for good luck? No. Fuck. We tried. Oh shit, sorry. Didn't mean to burp in your faces. But yeah, Sundari is the one that came up with that B1 skip arrow. T-S-U-N-D-E-R-E. I'm not too sure, Cactus. I wish I could tell you, but I actually don't know. No, it's not a random question at all. I'm actually curious now myself. Kobe. A good visual cue for that is, whoops. I didn't mean to pick her up, actually. The guy, wasn't paying attention. What was I gonna say? Yo, what's up, Doom Kitty? How are you? Bonked. I got that last run where you can open the door before that chest appears. I have not, personally, NK. I don't find them too interesting at the moment to try out. Eventually, I might give it a go, but for now, my interests are still definitely within RTA and Bingo. Yo, what's up, D-Marsh? How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm not too bad, dude. Can't complain, can't complain. Yeah, it has been a while. Hope life's been good. You found out all people can do it. Well, that's good. I actually don't know, NK. Yo, what's up, by the way, Isaiah? Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, after this run or attempt error, I will link it to you. You're forgetting to store a stick jump slash as well. Do. Should I take me home? Oh, Smoker, check this out. She says Kia. If you're still Kia. Kia. Extension lead, D-Marsh. Because, extension leads, for GameCube controllers actually aren't that expensive. And if you ever decide to swap controllers, or need to swap controllers, then you've got the option to, you know? Cool. Should be fine. Should be a little less hesitant on that movement. That's okay. Okay, not the best Jabu, but not the worst either, so... Well, if it has D-Marsh, I don't think I personally haven't noticed. But I've been doing it like that for years, so I guess if there was any, I would have gotten used to it by now, you know? I think if any, it would be very negligible, dude. Unless, of course, you've got like a super long extension lead. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Water Temple dungeons either, NK. Not exactly my favorite types of dungeons, that's for sure. Yo, what's up, Antmine? How are you? Okay, we did lose like 2 seconds there. But surprisingly, not as bad as I thought we would lose. Okay, so the reason I do that equip is because that particular equip is something I need to get used to when I do full glitchless runs. So I figured I may as well sack a bit of time to do that equip now to get used to it. I'm not too bad, Ant-Man. Can't complain, mate. Can't complain. Happy to be streaming and hanging out with you guys. So, yeah. Good. Good. And what I love about this part is you just backwalk. Don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, it's got its moments, that's for sure, Mortal Wombat, but definitely, I guess, not as bad as some people make it out to be, that's for sure. Oops. I was meant to backwalk, not bug. I guess it's a double PB tonight, so I can't be too mad at that, but I know I can do a little bit better. Hopefully one day we can nail that sub 40, but I know my movement will have to get a lot better. But a PB, yeah. Can't talk tonight. A PB is a PB. There, oh my goodness. I can't believe that's so hard to say. But yeah. PB's a PB, can't really complain about that. Alright. So I'm just trying to think what to do now. I'll give you guys a choice. Should I can either showcase to you guys what I've learned with Majora's Mask Glitchless. So I've learned about an hour of the run, and I can showcase that to you. Or I can showcase, what is it? I can do like an Ocarina of Time bingo, which is another type of speedrun, so up to you guys.